welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and here today we're going to be doing another episode of The Final Pour. Unfortunately, my friends, it has come to that time where we have to say goodbye to the Laphroaig 10. For those of you who are new to the channel, hello and welcome. For those of you returning, good to see you again. So, there you go. It's a 43% Islay single malt Scotch whiskey from the Isle I'm sorry, I don't know what happened there, but so we're going to do what I'm calling the Final Pour, which is a third part in a three-part series when I review a whiskey. The first part is off the rip. The second part is the full review, which is usually about halfway in the bottle. I give it enough time and plenty of space for that whiskey to open up and to change the characteristics. For better, for worse, it is what it is. Now, the third part, where we're at here, we're going to have that final pour and compare it to the rest of the bottle. So if you've seen Mr. Randy's earlier videos, oh, that's going to be just about right. So Mr. Randy is completely infatuated with these Islay Scotch, these smoky, peaty, deliciously briny campfire on the beach kind of whiskeys. That's a very nice light creek water. These still have a pungent nose, even after many weeks, a couple of months of being slowly drank down. It's still got a pretty pungent, it's just making my mouth water, kind of salty brininess. That nose has muted just very slightly, maybe a notch, maybe 2 notches down, but it's still pungent. You just still smell that peaty saltiness. Very nice. Let's get on the palate. I can tell it's softened a little bit. It still has that sort of that rough characteristic, which sets it apart from the Ardbeg. Let's get another one. No offense to Laphroaig, but I really do prefer the Ardbeg a little bit better. The Laphroaig has characteristics that don't quite have the strength in the Ardbeg, but the Ardbeg has a little bit more of a well-rounded balance, which gives it itself its own characteristics, so it depends on what you like. Do you like it rough, or do you like it smooth and well-bodied? That's the two camps when it comes to these Islay whiskeys. It's got a very nice nose. Even though it's turned down a notch, it's still quite nice. The palate too. Let's go ahead and get a finish on this, shall we? Okay, so it's attacking the tip of the tongue quite a bit and slowly moving back. I remember the finish being a little easier than this. Maybe with all that time and all that space, the degradation probably made it a little more volatile. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's letting you know it's still got a good punch left. Yeah. Quite that, like, I don't know, so like sort of a bitterness that you get from a coffee that wasn't brewed quite right. My mouth is starting to tense up a little bit because it's got this sort of, the ethanol and the alcohol sort of has this drying effect, and it sort of like squeezes everything together. Trying to loosen everything up, get it back in limber so I can talk better. Because that finish was like, hey, it's not done yet. Not too bad. It's a little bit on the more of a potent side for sure. But I mean, that's what a lot of good whiskeys have in common, that the finish is where it's at. Hmm. 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 Now it's like overwhelmingly sitting at the top of the esophagus, almost like you got some reflux kicking in. Maybe that's what it is. Ooh, not bad, but just kind of a little bit on the high end side. Ooh. Or maybe it was that I did the finish a little too much on the finish. Ooh, not bad. Not bad. I'm ready for the next level up. Probably the next one is going to be on the Ardbeg side of things, but quickly followed up with the next one for the Laphroaig. Let me know in the comments which ones would you recommend after the Laphroaig 10 and after the Ardbeg 10. Now there's the Oa, the Aoa. I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing that correctly. I do remember researching that and finding out there's a proper way to say that. But anyways, you know what I'm talking about. So let me know in the comments what you think. And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy. You have a good one.